But he didn't get the fight. But I think the biggest thing that happened that night obviously was DJ, uh, breaking the record, getting those
You
11
usually gonna let
touchdowns.
Nick Lentz off like that, right?
Well, should I not? I mean, I don't know if I wanted
Hey,
to give.
I
Oh,
just came from doing the TMZ show, so
okay,
I'm in the mood to not let anybody off.
okay.
It's
Hey,
not the
listen,
nature.
I don't got a problem with roasting nobody.
Okay, well let me put it like this. This is my thing, and it's not particularly just towards Nick Lentz. It's towards the sport of MMA. Just be honest. Say I ain't gonna make weight. That's all I gotta say. Because I'm tired of this. Go to the hospital. I'm dehydrated, complications. If any mother sucker go to the hospital during fight week, every doctor on earth is gonna say your ass dehydrated. You know why? Because you dehydrated, and so is
Yeah,
everybody else.
for
They're gonna say
sure.
you might not be fit to fight right then. At that current moment, nobody's gonna be fit to fight at that moment. But it's a rehydration process that we all know very well, and I think is unprofessional, is distasteful, is not thinking about your opponent and his training camp and his money that he spent in all the time. And now they're supposed to, you know what I mean? The same thing with DJ. He had to remain focused. They had to reschedule his fight. You know what I mean? And he got a lot at stake. What if he would have got
Yeah,
injured during that, during that whatever? I don't even know if he call it a camp. I guess he's just staying sharp moment. That it's happened. It's become so gross in our sport that I think fighters need to reevaluate their weight classes, and they really need to consider going up.
well, not only that, I mean, yes, they need to reevaluate their weight classes and or their lifestyle. It's like, I
Right.
mean, I mean, if you get a fight on short notice, okay, you got 1 week to fight this guy. All right, yeah, I can see you having issues, but you got a couple of months to diet, get yourself right, run,
Yeah.
get out there, do all the stuff
Man, we got to fight
that's
a world title
necessary.
fight for 5 rounds on 4 weeks' notice. Just be
Yeah,
with the bull. I don't feel bad for nobody. I weigh 200 pounds, and I'm not fat. So if I can make it, and I watch guys like Paul Felder staying in the freaking in the gym eating the most blandest meals possible, and he weighs 195, and he finds a way to get down to 155. I don't have no pity for you, my man. This is a
dude, it's
professional
part of the
sport.
job.
You
Yeah,
get paid for this.
yeah, it's part of the job. You don't get paid just to show up on fight night and fight. That's the creme. That's the icing. But the cake is all the work and making weight. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. And you're right. People
It's
need to
two fights. That's
reevaluate.
the first battle. I
Yeah.
mean, I think not winning that first battle shows weakness. I mean, it shows weakness in the second battle. That's why I fought Kelvin Gastelum. You wasn't
Yeah.
disciplined at that time. So if things get tough into the fight, I assume that you might give up in those situations as well.
Yeah, and it's terrible too because prior to the fight, everybody's on social media talking about they feel great. This is the best camp they've ever
Oh
had.
my
Blah 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 blah
God.
blah. And then when you come in and you can't make weight, you 10 pounds over. It's like, dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Can we trust you? So I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in his career, like I said, but I don't know. Like, it's just unfortunate that Will didn't get to showcase his skill set because I really feel like he was the Will we used to see back
And
in
Nicholas was
Bellator.
talking mad shit too. I mean, let's be
Yeah,
real.
yeah. So like yeah,
Maybe it
when
was
you
maybe it was a tad bit of scared scariness as well.
yeah,
The scare. I mean, fans, come on now. I'm not calling Nicholas out. I really don't know Nicholas that well, but just know that some fighters are scared. And it's a
yeah,
sport
yeah,
of tough guys, but there are fighters that are scared of different matchups.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Like it's a weird thing, man. I mean, he. I don't know. Like I said, I guess I'm
And
done.
Nick's a
I'm done
stud.
on him, man. I'm done. I'm done on him. I can't. I don't want to. I can't give anything else on him. So
All right, well, let's move
you
along.
too.
Let's talk about DJ's performance,
Yeah,
man.
DJ, yes, DJ broke the record. Um, just phenomenal, and everybody's questioning, is he the GOAT? What do you think?
Well, my thing is that it's tough to say who the GOAT is.
Yeah,
I think he's the most well-rounded fighter, the most consistent fighter, and the most disciplined fighter. That's why he's been able to rattle off those wins. Now, his competition may not be as stiff as the guys that John Jones beat, but is it his job to also go out there and pick opponents and find his contenders to compete against him? No, his job is to focus, fight. It's not his job to bounce around divisions. He is a flyweight. It's his job to go there and defend that belt as many times as possible. So some people criteria on what pound for pound is, if they have belts in different divisions, quality of the competition and their finishing ability. Where he's finishing 70% of his out of his 11 defenses, 7 of them were finishes. That's
So yeah,
crazy. He's fighting the number one contender.
that's extremely crazy. I mean, I almost like when you look at the numbers and you look at the stats, it's almost like how can you not say it that he's the GOAT? I mean, you can say what you want about competition, but like if you look at the wins of his opponents when he fought them compared to the wins of the opponents when, John Jones, George St. Pierre, or Anderson Silva fought their guys,
Yeah.
It's very similar. It's not like it's
I think it's more chances too. It's more chances at a lighter division for the 4 ounce. Everybody got the 4 ounce chance. When someone's moving that fast at that light of weight, anybody can get clipped, cut, taken down. You know what I mean? Put in a funky situation. They move so quick. And on top of that, what is the name of the sport? Mixed martial arts. So if you're a martial artist, one of the key components of a martial artist is a discipline. The reason why they call them disciplines, because you got to be disciplined and do each one of them. So I think on that aspect along of what his actual title is, a mixed martial artist, it's not who's wearing a flyest fucking suit. It's not who's the most creative. It's not who's the most flashy. It's who is the best martial artist. And he is by far the best martial artist. He is the GOAT.
Yeah, I don't see how you can't argue with that. I mean, now when you talk about polarizing, yes, I mean obviously John Jones, Anderson Silva, even George St. Pierre would be more polarizing, and they fought in more compelling
George St. Pierre
divisions.
at the beginning of his career,
right.
He's had some. It's some moments where you got some catch up. When it's a very close matchup, and you know what I mean. The way that people might want to see win the fight might not be the path of least resistance. So DJ has always taken the nail on the head. Dotson had that power. He found a way to take it away. Kicked him in the head over and over and over again, where he couldn't utilize his power for him. Pressure him, put him against the cage. Though he didn't get the first 8 takedowns, it didn't discourage him. He knew it was an important part of the game plan. He wore him down, and then it became nothing. Horiguchi, one of the fastest dudes in that division, bounced around like a jackrabbit. He found a way to box him in, corner him off, and take his gifts away from him. John Moraga, grinder, got in his face. Until the last seconds, think of how many finishes DJ's got. With a few seconds left.
I know, which is crazy. He
never stopped trying to finish the guy. You know I mean, always critical on his performances, always looking for something different, and always trying to minimize the moment, not making it larger than what it is. And say, I can get better. We're gonna go back. We're gonna work on this. I'm like, dude, you're nearly perfect.
So I mean, I don't fully buy the competition aspect or argument, because when you talk about Kyoji Horiguchi, man, like anybody in the gym under 145 pounds, maybe even, and a lot of the 155 pounders, Kyoji gives them the business. You know what I'm saying?
Joseph Benavidez, Henry Cejudo.
Yeah, these guys are
stud.
These guys can fight, and like I will never buy the argument that he fights in a weak division, just because I have seen these guys in the gym give guys in other divisions fits.
I agree.
So I can't buy the argument. And the fact that DJ just runs through these guys like it's nothing, and he's so tiny, man. It's almost like I was with somebody in Vegas, and I can't even remember who it was, but they saw him and they were like, I couldn't believe how small he was. And it's crazy to think that he's that small, but just that good at what he does.
And the funny thing is, I was talking to a lot of people about promoting and about how to actually get that division making more money. If you walk up to Demetrious Johnson and MGM Grand, he's not a very imposing person. So therefore, it's tough if someone can't be scared of you, like a Mike Tyson or somebody like that. It's tough for them to think of you as this gladiator. When in fact, man, he don't shy away to get hit. He's been dropped in the fight against Dotson. He's been basically anybody else would have tapped to those submissions thrown up by Tim Elliott.
Yeah.
I mean, he had them babies in deep. He's been in wars. He's been to a draw. And even when he fought Dominique Cruz, who basically just the span of his body made it difficult for him to even escape from bottom, he never stopped trying to win the fights. I mean, the mentality of that, just to continually go like a machine, conditioning has never been a problem. All these things add up. I mean, it just makes it very difficult for you not to put him in that category.
Yeah, I'd have to say he is. I don't know, but I mean, who knows, man? That's just up until now. You know what I'm saying? Later, somebody, Tyron, you gonna get 11 too. So who knows? You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's do it.
Can-
You know, I
yeah,
ain't planned on it, but shit. Hey, I'm
we going after
competitive.
12.
I'm competitive, so let's do
Yeah.
it.
So
Where am I at right now? Shit, 3.
yeah, we get 3 right now.
Hey, do you count the draw?
You got to count the girl. You defended it.
Oh, okay, well 3.
Yeah, you at 3 right now.
3 of the hardest title defenses in UFC history, by the way, for the record.
I mean,
Yeah,
people
no doubt about it.
People don't want to talk about that. The in prime opponents, the opponents that are on the tear at that moment, you usually so happen to meet them at their best point of their career.